announce to you, I'm no longer an advocate. I am a full-fledged politician / humanitarian / businessman. But that doesn't mean I stop being a patriot. But what you do, the reason why I'm no longer an advocate is because you, the people, you set one set of standards for advocates, and then you set another set of standards for politicians, and then you, the people, you set no standards for yourselves. No standards. When your 80-year-old sick presidential candidate picks a role to be a running mate, when Alex Tyler comes on board, yesterday your corruption king come, today he rescue her. That's what you do. And so do not hold me to standards to which you do not hold yourselves and do not hold your politicians. So we are going to vote for George Weah. We are going to give George Weah his second term. That is what we are going to do. And Joseph Boakai will never be president of Liberia, because you know what? He wants to make a corrupt, inherently incompetent nitwit of a lawmaker in Jeremiah Kun, president of our country. What are Kun's political antecedents? What has he done for this country? What has he done? Oh, he put $1 million in the national budget to fund his private hospital. That's what he's done. Yes, those are the things he's done. Oh, he voted to remove Kabila Jane. Oh, those are the things he did. So to you seditionists, they have absolutely nothing on you. They dance with their devil, as Joe Boakai said. You can dance with whoever you want to dance with. You owe them no apology. And we support George Weah to be president again for 6 years, as opposed to Joe Boakai and Jeremiah Kun. When 80-year-old say he health not correct, he want to take the country and give it to Jeremiah Kun. So you want to tell me, smart man like me, all the work I did for all those years was to take a Pupu Plantoon man who he knows A from Beaufort, who doesn't care for anybody, who all he has done in the legislature was for himself, that a man you say I was working for. The joke is on you. The joke is on you. Jeremiah Kun will be the biggest loser when this election is over. You know why? Let me tell you this. All the Babati money he stole, he pumped in election, in campaign, that they're not going to win. And to Prince Johnson, I've got a message for you. I've got a message for everybody today. Prince Johnson, on February 16, 2023, when Joe Boakai returned from the United States, after he had gone there for me to take him from hospital to hospital, you had a meeting with Joe Boakai. When you had that meeting, they sent me pictures of that meeting, and they asked me to post the pictures. The UP people. I had a second thought about it. I knew my American friends were going to get mad, but still I went ahead. They pressured me. Oh, Costa, don't mind the American people, man. The Americans don't vote here in our elections. So I went ahead. I posted the pictures of your meeting. Prince Johnson, you, to show you how the Americans and the international community despise you, and for very legitimate reasons. When I posted those pictures of you and Joe Boakai standing side by side, I took the post down moments later. And people were wondering, why did Henry Costa take the post down? The post with pictures of Boakai and Prince Johnson in the meeting. Because our American friends reached out to me. Mr. Costa, and you too? You are elevating Prince Johnson? And I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed. I took the post down, and the Americans expressed their concern. That is why I took that post down. Now, the Americans are well aware, and the international community, they are well aware of Joe Boakai's health, and that is the reason why they are very concerned. They will not tell you these things, but I know the conversations I used to have with them, and I still have with them. They are very concerned about Prince Johnson coming close to power, because they know him. He's a dangerous man. He's unstable. He is erratic, and he is unrepentant for his terrible antecedents in the war. And so the international community, our American friends particularly, expressed their concerns about having a man like Prince Johnson close to the presidency. And they are right. And so let me say this to you, Prince Johnson. If, and God forbid, if Joe Boakai and your puppet Kun win, let me tell you what's going to happen. The Americans are going to use you. They're going to make a demand of Boakai to turn you over to be prosecuted for your killing of those 4 American missionaries that you killed, Prince Johnson. They're going to make Boakai turn you over. And if you wonder whether Boakai is loyal to people who stand up for him, just look at me. Boakai will give you over in a heartbeat. George Weah protected you here for many years. The Americans came here, right? They sent a senior official to say, we, the United States government, will pay for the establishment of the war crimes court, right? We saw that. Yet, Weah, being a loyal political ally, he did not step up to that, or did not take the Americans up on that offer. But I can assure you, Joseph Yuma Boakai will turn you over to the Americans in a heartbeat. Because the new administration, God forbid, if you guys want, which is not going to happen, we're just speaking in hypothetical terms, but I'm saying to you what the reality looks like, or what the possibility looks like. If you guys want, that's a scenario, they will turn you over. Boakai would give you to the Americans in a heartbeat to save his own skin. And then what happens? You tout yourself as the godfather of Nimba County, and that is something you cherish. It is the pinnacle, it is your prized possession. The moment you and Kun win with Boakai, if that were to happen, you know what would happen? Your political puppet would now eclipse you to become the new godfather of Nimba County. And then he would try by all means to distance himself as much as possible from you and collaborate with Joe Boakai to turn you over. And let me tell you something, Prince Johnson, the Americans want you. And if you wonder how does Costa know these things, well, this is the same Costa that told you sanctions were coming. And sanctions did come. So your best bet, Prince Johnson, is for George Weah to remain in power. That is your best bet. Because Joe Boakai, if they won, he would be a new administration, desperate to be in the good graces of the Americans and the international community. So he would sacrifice you on the altar of his own political agenda to get American favor. That is what Joe Boakai is going to do to you. To the people in Nimba County, I have a message for you too, specifically to the Mano people. You are the second largest tribe in Nimba. 2 senators in Nimba are Gios. You have nothing. When was the last time a Mano man became senator? Since what? Adolphus Dolo, right? That was a long time ago. Prince Johnson never looks out for the Manos, for the Mano people. Now they're talking about this is Nimba time, Nimba time. No, this is Gio people time. To the Mano people of Nimba, most of the seats are occupied by Gios. The Manos are ostracized. If Kun and Prince Johnson were to win, it would not be the Nimba people time. It would be the Gio people time. So the Mano people, if you join them and vote overwhelmingly against George Weah, believing this myth that your time, that Nimba time, guess what? They will suppress you in Nimba more than ever before. So here is my message to you. Nimba, Mano people in Nimba, vote for George Weah, so that since you are now represented in the legislature, as you should be, and you are being downplayed in the legislature, vote for Weah so that George Weah can consider you all for political appointments in the government. That is how you too will have a voice in Nimba County, by voting for George Weah. And let me go specifically to the sorry there, folks. Let me go to the Nimba people in general. To the Nimba people. Prince Johnson took a gamble. He took a very big gamble. The gamble he took is that he was allies with Weah for many years. And he benefited a lot. He was able to build his college. He was able to do a lot of things for himself. Kun was an ally that benefited a lot. This gamble they took with Nimba is for them. Nimba, if Weah wins without Nimba, and Weah is going to win, but if he wins without Nimba voting for him, if you show Weah overwhelmingly that you reject him with everything he's done in Nimba, if Weah wins with all you, the message will go 2029 and beyond that you can win the presidency without Nimba County. Let me say this to you, perhaps you did not understand me well. Nimba has always played this card. You cannot become president, you cannot win the presidency without Nimba County. But if Weah wins with all you, I say if because you could change your mind and not give all the votes to Prince Johnson and Jeremiah Kun, who are not the best sons of Nimba. But if Weah wins without you, Weah is going to win. But if he wins without Nimba, Nimba is going to lose its treasured and prized place as the county without which you cannot become president. And that's not going to be good for you. Then going forward in 2029 and 2035, presidential candidates will begin to downplay you because they will say, oh, but Weah has shown us the political map has been redone. You can win the presidency without winning Nimba County. That is what you need to understand. Now, let me go to something else. To the issue of the beggar, the real beggar. You want to know who the real beggar is? That is the part where I get to show you hard-cold, irrefutable evidence of the real beggar. So you all know. The beggar who was vice president for 12 years. Before then, had served in one ministerial position, a managing directorial position, and several other key government positions, and left office and could not fend and could not take care of himself. That I had to be begging people all over to take care of him. And that some of you have the audacity today to say that I am a beggar when I was begging to feed your candidate. How can a man who was vice president for 12 years leave office and not have anything to take care of himself? How? What does that tell you about him? Is such a man capable of turning this country around? Is such a man capable? How can a man who was vice president for 12 years not have contacts abroad to raise money for his campaign, even though he has proved to be the strongest opposition to the incumbent government? What does that tell you? Joe Boakai is inherently lazy and dependent. He's a lazy old man who was not able to cultivate great and good contacts when he was vice president under an Ellen Johnson Sirleaf of all people, a world-class celebrity and well-respected woman. He could not even leverage that being in Ellen's shadows. He could not even leverage that. And that is why his campaign is so poor. Such a man who can take care of himself, is this the man that's going to be able to take care of you as a country and rescue you? How can such a man take care of you when he cannot take care of himself? I want to say something to you. There's this myth about Boakai having integrity. I want to dispel that myth today. When Boakai went to the States to me, and this is the part where I get to show you evidence of the things I'm speaking to now. The first time Boakai went to the States to me when I hosted him was October 2021. He went, we took him to the hospital to see the doctor. And when Boakai was on his way back, Alice Cummings and his people reached out and said they wanted to have a meeting. Cummings wanted to have a meeting with Joseph Boakai. And they wanted the meeting to happen in Ghana, Accra. So I took the agent, the messenger, I took him to New York. I had taken Boakai to New York in a Sheraton hotel where he spent one night before he flew to Liberia the next day to meet with Boakai, to personally deliver the message that Cummings wanted to meet. And Cummings wanted to have a political conversation with him to initiate a discussion that would see Boakai withdraw from the process and endorse and bless Alice Cummings to run for president. Boakai made it seem like he was interested in the conversation. Then Boakai made a request, a very unrealistic request, as a precondition to go to the meeting in Accra, Ghana. Boakai said Cummings should pay him $100,000 US to go for the meeting. $100,000 to go to Accra? How much is it to go to Accra for 2 days? Why does he want $100,000? Boakai told me that's what he wanted. If Cummings can get $100,000, he will go to the meeting. This is the honest man. This is the man of integrity. And I was like, okay. But it shook my faith in him a little. Why would he make such an unrealistic and ridiculous request? He wants $100,000 from Alice Cummings just to go for a meeting? So we delivered the message to the Cummings people. Sylvester Grisby, that Boakai was requesting for 100,000. Ellis Cummings said, no, that's too much. Of course I knew it was too much. $100,000? So Cummings said, well, the best I can do is $50,000. Cummings provided the $50,000. Well, the first, what actually was brought was $45,000. And the $5,000 was to be collected later on. The money was delivered. When the money was delivered, I'm coming. I made a budget. But Boakai said to me, after we had received the man's money to make the trip, Boakai said, Henry, so that meant I will go step down for him to be to support him for president. After we had collected Ellis Cummings', I'm about to turn the camera on that side, so please sit on this side. After we had collected Ellis Cummings' money, $50,000, well, $45,000. Then Mr. Boakai told me, so what Ellis thinks? So he requested for money to make a trip when he knew he had no interest in what the man wanted. The money was delivered. I sent Boakai a message. Hold on, folks. See the date. December 4th, 2021. For those of you listening to radio, I have to read it so you can see it. I'm showing you the evidence of WhatsApp communication between me and Joseph Boakai. December 4th, 2021. I wrote him at 4:15 a.m. because I was in the US. Good morning, Uncle. The package was delivered. We'll call you in the morning to make a full report. Then I did a breakdown. This is a breakdown. Number one, tickets for 4 persons. 4 people were going with him to Ghana for the trip. 8,000 US. Number 2, Jake's ticket, 2,500 US. Number 3, Airbnb in Accra, where they're going to be staying at for the duration of the meeting, 1,000 US dollars. Number 4, vehicle rental in Accra, 500 US dollars. Number 5, feeding in Accra, food, 1,000 US dollars. Number 6, DSA for Joe Boakai, the money that was going in his pocket, 15,000 US dollars for Joseph Boakai. Now, folks, Joseph Boakai collected Ellis Cummings' money with no intent whatsoever to give any consideration to the request that Ellis Cummings was making of him. After Joseph Boakai received that money, he made a trip to Ghana. When he made a trip to Ghana, after the meeting, I called Joseph Boakai. He called me to report to me how the meeting with him and Cummings went. You know what he said to me? I said, Uncle, how did the meeting go? He said, don't mind that, man. Can't talk about I'm holding him up to main president. In fact, I said, I get my money to go to Lofa. He had been looking for money to go to Lofa. I will show you the proof when he asked me to find him, I think 15,000 US dollars to go to Lofa. I will show you the proof of that. So he was looking for money to go to Lofa. And so he knew he had no interest in Cummings, in working with Cummings. So all he wanted was to go to the meeting just for the sake of the money Cummings was providing. You know what Joe Boakai did? Subsequently, Joseph Boakai reached out to me about a week or so later. I have that proof here too. I will show you as well. He said, Henry, now he has seen Cummings to be his cow now, to be milking. Let milk the man. He said, Henry, can you get, like that you read me, my dependable nephew, do you think you can get Alex to donate $300,000 to the GMB Foundation? He tried to make it look like it's money for the foundation because he doesn't want to say for Cummings to give me money. Do you think you can get Cummings to donate $300,000 $300,000 to the JMB Foundation for some initiatives, making it sound all decent and professional. I said, well, Uncle, let me think about it and I'll revert to you. To be honest with you folks, I never asked Mr. Cummings. You had just eaten the man's 45,000 US for a trip you had no interest in. Now you're asking me to go back to Ellis Cummings through his people and make a request for $300,000. Then he said, you know, he might be inclined to give us the money because he wants something from me. So this is an honest man. This is the honest Joe Boakai. The Joseph Boakai that is supposed to be a decent, honorable man is asking me to go to Ellis Cummings under the pretext of being inclined to grant Cummings' request for him, Joe Boakai, to recuse himself from the political race and raise Cummings' hand. So he wanted me to go on to Cummings to go and get another $300,000 from Ellis Cummings. I never did. I never delivered that message to Ellis Cummings because I knew Joe Boakai was dishonest. How dare I go ask Cummings for $300,000 to give to Joe Boakai when Boakai had just made a fun of Cummings in Ghana at a meeting Cummings gave him money for? And this is and these are things we could not come to the public to disclose these things. We could not do these things because we were in too deep. We were in too deep. And so what did I do? Let me show you another example. How I used to be passing around looking for money for Joe Boakai. Anyone know the beggar? The real beggar? This year, January 21, 2022. I apologize, Henry, but I'm doing a lot of consultation as regards our separation with the CPP. If possible, let's talk tonight. I said, okay, Uncle, I will be expecting your call. You see him talking about the separation? Some of you are making it look like it was we who just decided to separate from the CPP. It was Joseph Boakai's idea for us to leave, and we did it. See me here. I sent him another. I said, then he said, good. Then I wrote him back. I said, and I have raised 1,500 USD for your visit to Redemption Hospital to visit with the survivors of the Stampede. That was when that pastor had the crusade on the field, D12 field, and people died. Abraham Kroma, right? I raised 1,500 US and sent it to Joe Boakai for him to go and identify with the people. See why he wrote to me after I told him about the 1,500 US. You mean so much to me that I can never disappoint you. That the papa deo. That the man who you say Ali Baker. He said, you mean so much to me that I can never. You see, I wrote him myself, Uncle, the cash is in Liberia. My guy will deliver it to you tomorrow. He is my vice chairman for operations of the COP. He is Anthony Tengbe. This is the man that took the money to Joseph Boakai to go to Redemption. Just to go to Redemption, we have to raise money to give to him. Now, folks, wait, I will show you more. You want to see the real beggar? This is the real beggar. We'll show you the real beggar. So Joseph Human Boakai will sit there today and his people will pretend that we were begging when indeed we were begging to sustain Joseph Boakai. And today you want to think that we were doing that for a queen to be president of the Republic of Liberia? You seriously think we were doing that for a queen to be president of Liberia? Clearly, absolutely not. That is not why we were doing it. We were doing it because of Liberia. Even press conference. I will show you again, proof. February 25, 2023. I said, good evening, Uncle Joe. Jake sent me a draft press statement prepared for you on the tragic attack on former Chief Justice Gloria Scott. I think it's a good idea. I'm deeply concerned and sorry for her loss and terrible misfortune. I have arranged something to help facilitate the press conference. Just to pay for press conference, that me. Then he wrote me, are you sending the amount to Jake? Oh, when it comes to money, he wanted to go to his nephew Jake. I said, yes, Uncle. Since he's the one who's going to be coordinating, it's not a lot, just 1K. That means $1,000 US. Then he writes, Joe Boakai writes, listen to what he wrote me. Too much of bothering you with small issues like these. I said, don't worry, uncle, it's all good. Just focus on leading us while we work from behind to support. He said, let me know how much. I said, 1K, just $1,000 for the press conference. Every little thing, left and right, he will either call or his people will call. Wait, anyone know the beggar? I will show you plenty of proof today, so you all know the beggar. When Joseph Boakai returned from the United States after his medical trip, February 13, 2023, you all were saying, but Costa wants to pay up to go Ghana, to go meet fake people. This is Boakai writing me. February 13, 2023, he wrote me, thanks, Henry. Are we still on course? We're returning to Accra next week. We have not heard nothing so far. You see that? Boakai was harassing me about going to Accra for something you all were pretending that he was not interested in, that I was setting him up for. When Boakai arrived in Liberia, this is what Boakai wrote me, February 14, 2023. Henry, we are back. Thousands at the airport and at the house. I don't know how to thank you. You are God sent to me and Liberia. What did I write him back? I say, I am honored to be a part of this noble rescue mission. This is when he met with Prince Johnson, and our friends were complaining about it. Hold on, you want to see more? You say you want to know who the beggar is? I will show you who the beggar is. When Boakai was returning from the States to Accra, we had to get a place for him called Embassy Gardens. That's where he stayed for a few days. I had to send this money to his son Jojo Boakai, February 6, 2023, $1,400. And I sent him the screenshot to let him know. I said, it has been handled. This was to pay for the place that Boakai was staying in Accra for 2 days, and the vehicle that he was going to be using, $1,400 US. Wait, who is the beggar? The briefcase that he has, he carries on him right now. This is the briefcase. It's a burgundy briefcase, $399 US. I bought it off of Amazon. That's it right there. $399. You want to know who the beggar is? Well, I will show you more. People, I'm not being petty. I just want to show you, because the million dollar, oh yeah, Henry did that, Henry was doing that one, and using the puppet need to raise money. I will show you more. I will show you more. Hold on. There's a Joseph Boakai again. He wrote me here, October 10, 2022. See what he wrote me. He said to me, this is 10K for the 3 counties. He asked me for $10,000 to visit Bapolu, Bomi, and Cape Mount counties. Those 3 counties, 10,000 US. Yo, wait. Yo, wait. I will show you more. I will show you more. Hold on, folks. Hold on. On June 8, 2022, Boakai wrote me again. Hi Henry, low-fat trip will cost me around minimum 15K, but it is necessary. Please advise. He's asking me here for $15,000 US to go to Lofa. You see the proof? I will show you more. I'll show you nothing yet. You will see more. I am the beggar. I will show you who the real old man beggar is. Hold on. On April 22, 2023, Joseph Boakai wrote me this. Again, you see it from the top there. JMB. He wrote me. I'm showing the evidence. For those of you on radio listening, the thousands of you, I'm showing the evidence on Facebook for people to read. I'm not showing screenshots. I'm showing actual messages between Boakai and myself. He wrote me, Henry, please urgently find me 5K to respond to urgent demand between now and Sunday. April 22nd was a Friday. Boakai was asking me to find $5,000 between Friday to Sunday. 5K. I said, okay, uncle, I will make some calls. Then he telling me the purpose of the money. Let me read it for you again. He said, thanks. It is about the fast month, bishop consecration, and many more. Even Sierra Leone Independence Day on. He asked me to find money to give to Sierra Leone to celebrate the independence. What was the significance of that? Then he's harassing me on Sunday morning. Henry, I have left for the program now, but should be back by 12 to 1 o'clock. I said, no problem. I said, sorry, my guy returned late from Banga. He will come to you at 1 p.m. to deliver the 5K. Look here. Then when he finally received the money, he wrote me. He said, the eagle has landed. Thanks a million, my dependable nephew. I said, you are welcome, my dearest uncle. You see that? What? The eagle. What eagle was he talking about? The $5,000 that he asked me for, from Friday to Sunday, it was delivered to him by 2 p.m. on Sunday. $5,000. I sent it to the person came from Banga. Sylvester Terrence now collected the 5K and took it to Joseph Human Boakai. You want to know who the real beggar is? I will show you more. I will show you more. Sarah, then you call me beggar. I was all over the place begging for money to take care of Joseph Boakai, left and right. Nobody will stop me. I will show you all the evidence after evidence, so you all know what a dangerous thing it was to. Good. Very, very good. Then the $2,500 that we raised to pay Toria in money back, we sent it to Joseph Boakai. Joseph Boakai, what did he do with the $2,500? He never returned the $2,500. He ate the $2,500 US. And you all sit down there and you say, I am the beggar. I come and show you more, so you will see more how Joseph Boakai used to harass me. Oh Henry, can you find me 20K? Oh Henry, can you find me 10K? Oh Henry, you call me beggar? This is a man that wants to be president because he's so broke. He's desperately trying to just get money to take care of himself and to turn the country over to Jeremiah Kun. I will show you more evidence upon evidence. Good. Let me show you the proof. When Stanton Weatherspoon went to have his issue, and the monthly support of 3,000 which were coming from his end stopped coming, Joseph Boakai wrote me this message on my 7 because I have been chipping in to help money from other sources to help. He wrote me the message on my 7 2023. Hi Henry, is there any hope of filling the monthly vacuum? How about the Accra trip? It has hampered my planning. You see that? He's asking me how to fill the monthly vacuum. That 3,000 US that were coming every month, I was fixed, even though I was raising money left or right from other sources. But Boakai was worried about the $3,000 every month. This is a Joseph Boakai. He see me asking me, Henry, how about the trip? This is him, left and right. This is Joseph Boakai. I'm coming. I will show you more. Wait, I will show you more. This is Joseph Boakai, left and right. Left and right. You haven't seen anything yet. I am the beggar. I sent some solar lights to his farm in Bombing. You see that? I told him they installed the lights. He was so happy for it. These are the lights that were installed. These are the men installing the solar lights to his farm. You see it? These are the men installing the solar lights to Joseph Boakai farm. And that me, you say, I was the one. Hold on. I am the beggar, right? Hold on. I've got a lot more to show you. Never beg people to take care of anybody to the level at which I was taking care of Joseph Boakai. Because at the end of the day, you will mean nothing. Nothing. Somebody sent him $1,000 US and his nephew Jake stole the 1,000. See? He was complaining about that 1,000. 1,000 now you have been his nephew ate. He was so mad because 1,000 is a big amount of money to Joe Boakai. And this is the man that's promised to come and change your entire country, to rescue you, who could not rescue himself. I'm you. Where are the Joe Boakai people? And I mean, y'all where? I can show you more. This is Joseph Boakai asking me. On March 27, 2022, that same day I sent him 5,000 US. I will show you the proof. He's asking me, Henry, please tell him to round up the 3 to 5 due to increased demand. He's telling me to tell the person who are providing the $3,000 every month to round it up to 5,000. I did not even do it. I did not even tell the president. I mean, come on. He always putting me under stress for money, to go and harass people for money. Always. This is another time. Look at this. On April 16, 2022, he wrote me this message. Henry, I'm sharing this with you just to show how much pressure I'm already experiencing. Lutheran bishop election He goes support one lady who was running for Lutheran bishop. They beat the woman. He had to ask me to go look for money to give it to Lutheran bishop. What? Somebody running for office. What business I got to do with that? I was looking for money to raise to give to that woman, and I gave some money for her. He told me, I already experiencing a Lutheran bishop election, 5K, Lofa Women Agriculture something, 7K, the AG soup, 3K, 3 county conference, 5K plus. You see that? You see that plus? You see that? I have already secured some money. So I told him, I said, call me when you can. That is after I have found some of the money that he needed. I think I found about $11,000 to give him to attend to this particular issue. This is Joseph Boakai referring to me as his God-given nephew. I want you to read it. On January 28, 2022, I said, very important, call me. He said, Henry, let's talk tonight. I just received news of Peabody's funeral, or return from Peabody's funeral. What you meant to say? I think that was when some Peabody person died. Look what he said to me here. February 17, 2022. He said, good morning, my God-given nephew. Are we on course now? What another blessing that Amos died and left me vindicated. That is when Amos Sawyer went on radio and vindicated him that he did not fire him for corruption. You see how he used to call me? My God-given nephew. Hey, my people, Yahweh. This man and I, we had a clear commitment. Joseph Boakai would pick a decent person to be his running mate, but he chose to pick a rogue to be his running mate. Let me show you another proof. They balance 5,000 from the 45,000 that Cummings sent from the trip. Boakai wrote me December 22nd, 2021. He said, let me read a part that is important. Hold on. He wrote me, say, Henry, please let me have the additional 5K on the trip. It appears Jake wants it, but the trip was about me. Let him bring it to Maury today. Thanks. Then I wrote him. I said, Westner hasn't brought the balance 5K, uncle. Ask Jake. By the way, I'm going to collect the monthly support this morning. I remitted the monthly support today. You see that? You see that? Now, monthly support. You see the proof? The balance 5K. He was harassing me. And he said, hey, Jake won't take it. Hey, Jake will eat my 5K. Let me have my 5K. This is Joseph Boakai. Now me with the beggar. I'm coming close. I'm about to end. I will show you one last thing. Look here. Look here. I will show you something. The last one before I go. Anytime they talk, I will show you evidence. I'm not showing you screenshots. I'm showing you evidence of Boakai, how Boakai used to harass me. This is when Boakai was in the States to me, and you were asking me, nephew, you think I could have my monthly before I leave, before leaving, so I can leave my staff happy? That's when he was on his way to me in the States. I will show you one last thing, then we'll go. When Boakai was going to the States in January of this year for treatment, after we paid for everything for the trip, I sent Boakai $8,000 as his per dime. Sylvester Tevez now, my general manager, delivered the $8,000. I'm about to show you the pictures of the $8,000 when it was delivered to Joseph Boakai. Let me show you. That's the last thing I will show you. $8,000 just for a per dime. This is me and Tevez. You see that? When Tevez arrived at Boakai's house on January 19, 2023, Tevez wrote me, I am here already, but he is in meeting with Ellis Cummings. Cummings had gone to see him to basically wish him a speedy recovery. Cummings was there. And Tevez wrote me and said, so I'm waiting for him. Jake wanted to receive it, but I told him no. Corrupt Jake wanted to take the $8,000. Tevez said no. It needs to be delivered to himself. I told Tevez, I said, don't give it to Jake. And Tevez said, Jay Horn, he in the Bible again in the morning. I Tevez, was it clean bills? You are reading. There were 20s. 4 bundles. You see the 4 bundles? One bundle of $20, that what? Is 2,000. 2 times 4. 8,000 US. This is the 8,000 US for Joseph Boakai per dime here in the brown envelope for him to make a trip to the US. Per dime! Per dime! Again, $8,000 US per dime. They were dirty notes. I told him, I said, okay, don't worry. When he comes to the States, we will clean it. They will need to choose the clean bills. Yeah. $8,000 $8,000 for Joseph Boakai per dime. He had the money in the brown envelope. Boakai was singing my praises to the television. They my nephew here, I don't know what to say. $8,000 for Joseph Boakai per dime to go to America. Per dime! This is the man. Okay, people then be cursing me. I get so much to show, I can't even show all today. This is how much I did. I was there for Boakai. Usually $8,000 for per dime, just to put in your pocket to pay your way to go to America. Not to pay away. Hey, per dime, I had already bought the plane ticket, business class for him. The tickets, we put the ticket on my friend's credit card. I will not call my friend's name. He's in Minnesota, a good friend of mine. He's one of the donors I brought to be helping Boakai. $9,500 for a portion of the tickets. And I added another $5,000 because the tickets alone cost over 15 grand for Joseph Boakai. Today you all be insulting me. I did all this for this man so that he could go and pick a rogue like Jeremiah Kun, and you expect me to sit there and not do anything and allow Kun to come to power. All my work I did was for Kun and Boakai. The next time I will show you receipts of the hospital bills. Receipts of the hospital bills that I paid for Joseph Boakai. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Vote for George Maina Weah on November 14. Let's retire this risky mission called Rescue Mission. It's a dangerous thing. We cannot entrust the country to Boakai. Boakai cannot take care of himself. He wants to come to the presidency for the presidency to take care of him. He is not able to take care of himself. How can you vote for him in the village? The man who the Midtown chief, that the man who got the biggest farm, that the man with the greatest economic power is the Midtown chief, the man with the most wives. You sit on there, you're open your mouth again. I will show you more proof of how I took care of Boakai for years. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Bye bye.